Welcome to Teaser Multiverse. I'm your host, Tyrus, and it is a beautiful Saturday afternoon, and I'm getting ready to go see the Thunderbolts. Yeah, it's that time. It's here. I look forward to seeing this, folks. I mean, there's just so much that I look forward to seeing in this film. I think the cast is awesome. Interesting collection of anti-heroes. But I feel like the MCU is back, folks. I've said that in previous videos. You know, we've gotten Deadpool and Wolverine. We're getting that Tom Holland Spider-Man film that's coming up. Of course, we got Robert Downey Jr. back. We're getting all types of people that's coming back from past MCU or Marvel films. We got Avengers Doom. We got Secret Wars. We have Fantastic Four that's coming up. That's going to be awesome, I feel, with Galactus. This film is going to be a lot of fun. I feel it's going to set up Secret Wars as well as maybe Avengers Doom. We'll see, who knows. I look forward to seeing what those two end credit scenes will entail. What does that asterisk mean in the title? Could it mean New Avengers? I mean, it's a lot that I look forward to seeing. You know, once again, I just get that exciting old school MCU feeling again, you know, that I had with all those other phases that we had with the Infinity War and all. So I just get that feeling again, and it feels good, man, to be excited again about the Marvel Studio projects, you know. So I look forward to seeing how this film turns out, folks. We got the Sentry. I love the Sentry in this film. He's kind of like a Superman in a way. We'll see how he pans out. Will he make it through the film? Because he's super powerful. But folks, stay tuned for more on this. I'm going to go in and get me some popcorn and maybe some nachos. We'll see. Who knows? But stay tuned for more on Thunderbolts, man. I'm excited, folks. Like I said, the MCU is back, I feel. But yeah, stay tuned for more on this. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now. Welcome to Teaser Multiverse. I'm your host, Tyrus, and I'm coming back at you, happily coming back at you with a quick review of the Thunderbolts film. I just finished watching it, folks. I mentioned at the top that I felt that the MCU was back. Incredible film with Deadpool, Wolverine. Daredevil, Born Again. That series was phenomenal. I loved it. Cannot wait for the follow-up to what we've gotten. Avengers Doom. We also have Secret Wars, one of the greatest comic books ever of all time, I feel. And then we got that new Spider-Man film, and there's so many other things that's down the pipeline, and so many other characters that's returning. So I'm excited, folks. And, you know, going into this film, I just had that old MCU feeling, that old excitement of yes, this film is pointing towards something bigger. You know, we're actually going somewhere now. You know, as opposed to the last 4 years, I don't know what they was doing, folks. I don't know what Marvel Studios was doing, but they wasn't doing what they were supposed to be doing. You know, because you just didn't know where they were going, and the quality of projects was just not there. But you know, we're getting, I feel like they're getting back on track, and this film is symbolic of that because it was just a lot of fun. You know, watching this ragtag group of individuals who were looked upon as villains, anti-heroes, or people who could have been something that things didn't pan out. You got the Yelena, you got the Red Guardian, you got U.S. Agent, you got Bucky, you have Ghost, and they all work well together. I love the banter. I love the chemistry, the energy. Everything just really came together with that group of individuals. It was just so much fun to see how they all interact, how they all work together. There was a lot of moments in this film that really mirrored the first Avenger film, because you know, in the title has that asterisk, and I knew what that was going to mean. It's exciting to see the real title of this film revealed at the end of the film. There are scenes and a lot of things that take place within this film that really point towards why they titled the film what it really is, and it just all points toward just the excitement, you know, being back with Marvel Studios. At least for me, it is. You know, but Yelena, I love Bucky, Red Guardian. I love those guys. But Yelena stole the show. I've fallen into her character. You know, you get to fall into each and every one of those characters in this film. This film is more story driven. It's not the typical beat 'em up, smash 'em up action movie that you think this would be. Even though you do have your action, but at the same time, it's more character story driven. You get to fall into Yelena's character. You get to fall into Red Guardian and U.S. Agent and Ghost, and you still get to know Bucky. We all know who Bucky is. He's awesome. He's phenomenal. He needs to be Luke Skywalker, by the way. But I love this group, and I'm like, I like Elena a lot better than I did initially. She was cool in Hawkeye, but then I saw her and here, man, I was like, man, they're on to something with her. They're on to something with her, and she shined. Everyone had their moments, but I feel like this film really revolved around her her story and her journey and the Sentry. You know, the main, as you can see, I have the Sentry here. One of my most favorite Marvel Legends figures, folks. I mean, the Sentry, he shined as well. The main thing that impressed me with this film is, yes, it was fun to see all the characters interact and everything, and the story. You had the action, but its attention to mental health impressed me. You know, I liken it to Joaquin Phoenix, the Joker. You know, it's centered around mental health and traumas and all the experiences that he had that led him to the events that we saw at the end of the movie. If you saw the movie, I don't want to spoil it, but this film centers around mental health and, you know, overcoming your fears and your traumas, and, you know, having that support group or needing that support group, because in life, when we deal with traumas and we're dealing with depression, or it helps to have that support group, you know, to lift you up when you're down. And this film, you know, really centers around that, and I was impressed with that. I like that because the Sentry is a very complex character. If you don't know about him, he deals with he's dealt with a lot of trauma. He's been through a lot. So to have this guy who has all of these things that he's dealing with mentally, but yet at the same time so powerful, it's a really interesting dynamic. And then you have the rest of this team of characters, you know, with Elena and Red Guardian and all these individuals, Bucky, who have dealt with so much. They've been through so much. They have all this trauma. They have all these experiences that they've been through that has scarred them, you know, and they're pushing to heal and move past those traumas, those hurts, those pains. And I like that. That really, for me, it hit home. And to see that in film, you know, to see them kind of pivot away from that quote unquote, you know, standard beat 'em up, smash 'em up, you know, action film, and to actually attack mental health was an awesome idea, I feel. And I loved it. I love that. I love that dynamic. Like Mr. Miyagi would say, to find that balance, you know. I loved it, folks. And on top of everything that this film brought, it played one of my all-time favorite songs in the Starships, Nothing's Gonna Stop Us Now. I love that song ever since I heard it as a little kid, from back in the day to now. It's still in my playlist. So for them to go back and have that song in this movie, that yet again, that's yet another thing that won me over. So, and that's what old MCU was. It gave you different films. Again, this film hit so hard on an emotional level, and it surprised me. But I loved it, folks, and that's what it's about: giving the moviegoers, you know, an experience that they will never forget, that really hits hard, that really hits home for us, you know, the fans. And this did it. And you do get 2 end credit scenes. Again, this feels like old MCU again. This definitely sets up the next film. Again, ties right into what we had back in the day with old MCU. So we're going somewhere now with these films, as opposed to the last 4 years. We were like, okay, where are we going with this? What are we doing? But now we have a direction. We know where we're going. We're going to Avengers Doom. We're going to Secret Wars. You know, so we know where we're going with this. So, folks, I'm excited. I love this film. I thought The Sentry was awesome. I like how they kind of wrapped up his story, or kind of sort of wrapped up his character, or how his character came around full circle. I don't want to say wrapped up his character, but I like how they handled The Sentry, folks. And I look forward to seeing him in the MCU as time goes on. I'm just going to leave it at that. But this new team of Thunderbolts, quote unquote, I love them. They work well together. You really fall into those characters, or at least I did. And I look forward to seeing them in future MCU projects. And yeah, I'm happy that the Red Guardian will get to see his team on a box of Wheaties. I might even buy a box of Wheaties to put up in my room, because I love that. I love the Red Guardian. But folks, just wanted to share my quick thoughts on the Thunderbolts. They get 2 thumbs up for me. I'm happy. I'm excited. And I look forward to Fantastic Four. That's the next one. And man, that one is going to hit very hard, I feel. Man, I just cannot wait for that one, folks. Galactus, Fantastic Four. You're setting up Avengers, Doom, Secret Wars. What more can you ask for? This is going to be an interesting yet exciting summer for us comic book heads, folks. But well, let me know in the comments what do you think about the Thunderbolts, quote unquote. Have you seen it? Are you looking forward to seeing it? Do you love it? Do you like it? Are you in the fence? Are you in the middle? Let me know in the comments, folks. Also, be sure to ring that bell for all notifications so you get each and every one of my content pieces as it drops. And also, don't forget to what? That's right, like, share, and subscribe. If you've done that already, truly appreciate it, folks. And remember that I'm on social media with Instagram and Twitter. So if you have those outlets, be sure to give me a follow. And be sure to check me out on my community. I'm always posting news and updates there. And again, folks, I appreciate you all. I am so hyped and excited. I enjoyed the Thunderbolts, folks. It was just so much fun. Yeah, be sure to comment below, like, share, subscribe. And until next time, be good to one another. Be safe. Stay tuned. And you know what? Make mine the Thunderbolts, quote unquote. Until next time, folks. Bye for now.